From Masterchef finalist to fearless foodie, Vanessa Baxter believes that barriers are broken when young people and adults cook together. Her new cookbook, The Fearless Kitchen, encourages everyone into the kitchen so they can bond through cooking together. Kia ora Whānau, mai hoki mai. So good to have you back, Miss.
So lovely to be here.
Wehe kore, you are Miss Fearless in the kitchen.
Yes.
He rawe tēnei whakaaro kia. I love this idea. So what is fearless in the kitchen?
Fearless in the kitchen means literally taking the fear out of cooking. So many people feel nervous about trying new recipes and they think, oh, those are ingredients that I'm not used to using and maybe that will be too hard for me. So I wanted to say, no, don't be fearful of getting in the kitchen. It doesn't matter who you are, what age you are, or where you live, or how you live, you can cook from scratch.
How ngā kaierua, what are both of the recipes we've got today?
So we've got a really gorgeous family fish pie, and this is actually a really simple fish pie recipe that's a one-pot meal and very easy for families. And then on the side I've got the Brussels sprouts, and they're cooked with red onion and bacon, and they're really delicious, and it's a great veggie dish to go with the fish pie.
Oh, te reka hoki, and it sounds delicious to me, so I'm eyeing those up. Engari taku matapai, I'm thinking we start with the fish pie?
Definitely, we need to get ready, and first job is to peel some potatoes.
Yay, KO.
Yeah.
I got this. Hanga momo, and what sort of potatoes have we got here?
Just a good potato for mashing. I tend to use the agria for most things, and that's a really good one for mashing on top of a pie. So we just want them cubed so they don't take so long to cook. And this way, if we cube them down to this size, and that's perfect, Stacey, then they should take about 12 to 15 minutes to cook through.
Waiho te tekau miniti, tekau marua miniti, so 10, 12 minutes?
Yes.
Oh.
But actually after 8 minutes, we're going to pop in our egg and just finish off there because we want to hard boil those in the same water, in the same pot. And in the meantime, we can make our lovely fish sauce. And we're going to grab 50 grams of butter. And we're going to need to measure 50 grams of flour. Just use the spoon.
Yeah.
Perfect. And that's a great thing to teach the children because they'll just go and try to tip the whole thing in and then they'll realise there's too much. But it's all part of the learning experience. At what point, does someone learn that if you don't help them and encourage them in the kitchen? So that's what I think.
Kione he pūtaiao hoki, it's science as well, cooking.
It
There's so many
is.
good things that you can learn out of it while you're doing it.
Yeah, I mean, even the beginning of this sauce, which I think is fantastic, you've melted your butter and then you're adding your flour in and cooking it here and it will come together like a paste and then the kids will be really intrigued by the change in the state of the two ingredients. So now we're going to add the stock and the milk into here, and it's great if you can have the stock at least at room temperature and start with that. So if you could just pour it in really slowly because we need to mix it in so that we don't get lots of lumps through our sauce.
Now look at that.
It looks lovely. Now we're just going to add 2 bay leaves and the milk. Just for flavour.
Kāuta.
Lovely and smooth. Beautiful. Can add in our parsley, some mustard, and the grated cheese and juice of half a lemon.
Koia hoa. Very
Smells
clever.
good, doesn't it?
So we leave that there, that's ready to go, is it?
Yes, and now we slice up our fish.
Nā reira, tēnei momo ika. So this is our monkfish.
Now I found a little tiny bone in here, so it's really important, even if the supermarket says that it's bone-free, that you always check your fish.
O ngā heki tēnā, so that's for the
Yes.
eggs.
That's our potatoes and eggs ready.
Hey.
So we're not going to strain them though. What I'm going to do is lift them out with maybe a wire strainer or a slotted spoon.
Okay.
So that we can utilise that water again for the spinach.
Ai. Koia hoa, very clever.
Fantastic. I'm just going to transfer the eggs into this bowl so we can utilise the other one for the spinach.
Hey. Whakamahia rāno tia te wai. I love how we're going to reuse the water. That's good thinking.
Yeah, it just means you're not boiling a whole heap of water a couple of times as well because this is literally going in and out. And now we can start actually creating our pie. So the fish that you've cut so beautifully can go into the base of our lovely baking dish there. So now we have our spinach, which we're just going to chop roughly and scatter that over the top.
Pai ngā heki, so they're ready. How are you going?
Good. So I've just grated some nutmeg into here, added a little bit of olive oil, and I am going to mash them. Yum. Okay, so you can pop the eggs on the top of the fish there, Stace.
Ka pai. Mōhio tonu au ka kore kite. I know you can't see them, but they just look pretty.
I know. So I'm just adding in this gorgeous sauce. How good does that look?
Tino pai.
And now we have the fun bit of just popping our mashed potato on the top here and just very carefully with a fork roughing it up. And the reason for roughing it up is that when it's in the oven, all the little bits of the potato that stick up, they're the bits that go golden.
Right.
Into the oven for 45 minutes.
Now, hua whenua ne, so we're onto the vegetables.
Yes, yum. So we just need to chop an onion. If you're happy to slice the bacon into battens.
Right.
So I'm just using a red onion because I love the flavour of red onion. I think it works really well in this dish. They're a little bit sweeter than our brown onions. They've got that gorgeous flavour when they caramelise and alongside the bacon. Yum.
Ai, he tino pai te noho tahi.
Do you love bacon? We love bacon in our house, Stacey.
Kare tuatu I te pekana. Bacon is life, basically. Engari no ngā auna ni, not everyone says the same about Brussel sprouts, but it looks like you've got frozen ones there, have you?
I do, because when I went shopping, I struggled to find any fresh. There's no shame in using a frozen vegetable.
He mama, again, it's nice and easy, isn't it? Mmm. You purity, they
I
look
know,
so
they're
cute.
beautiful. So I'm just going to heat my fry pan here with a little bit of oil to cook off the bacon and the onion. So,
Onion te tuatahi, so onions in first.
yes, onions and bacon first. I'll just give those a bit of a stir. We don't want them to burn, obviously, but we definitely want a little bit of colour in there. Now, while we're waiting for this to cook, and then we're going to do our sprouts, maybe, would you be happy to grate some parmesan?
Ai, tino pai. I'm making it rain parmesan.
That's fantastic, and it looks about right.
Kapa.
So also here, my bacon is cooked, so we're in good shape. I'm actually going to tip that out. I just clean off the pan and then start the Brussels sprouts without the onion and bacon and then pop this back in because I don't want this to burn while we're just cooking the Brussels sprouts to get them started. And then I'm going to add butter in for the sprouts.
I'm loving all the smells that are drifting around the kitchen.
So lovely bubbling butter, and now we'll pop our sprouts in. We'll just pop them in like this and let them cook for like 3 to 4 minutes, get a little bit of colour on them, and then we're going to add our bacon and onion back in there and cook them through so that they're nice, and we don't want them really super soft. We kind of still want some crunch to them and some texture to them, but it would be great to have some of that gorgeous caramel colour. So I think that's probably it for those. We could just sprinkle the parmesan on top and then grab our pie from the oven.
E hikaka ana te ngākau e hoa. I can't wait to eat that. It looks so amazing.
It smells good too.
Oh, he orite tonu ki te mea I roto I tō pukapuka, and it looks just like the one in your cookbook.
Fantastic. So ideally, we would just serve all of this up to the table, or the family can come up to here and help themselves.
And spoon out that goodness.
Exactly. It's a great meal to share.
Ka aroau ki ngā auna ni te tuatahi. I'm going straight for the Brussels sprouts.
Me too, and bacon, yum.
Perfect texture. E kōrero tia te pakapaka, and you said you still want to be a bit crunchy, and we've got all of that.
Exactly. You don't want them to be so soft. You know, you need to use your teeth when you're eating.
But they'll all go well
Spinach
together,
and
won't
fish
they?
and egg. Well, there's just so much goodness in there, isn't there?
He mama tonu te tunu, but it was nice and easy to make as well. That's what I love about it. Ko te tino kaupapa o tēnei pukapuka. This book is all about being fearless and enjoying being in the kitchen with people. Te whānau o hoa, so thank you, my friend, for coming back. I really love being back with you.
Yeah, me too. Thank you, and you're super welcome. I love coming on this show. Beautiful.
Ka rea kore ka tunua rāno tia tēnei kai, and you know I'll be making this again. So
Excellent. Good to hear, Stace.
Bye, Vanessa's kai.